What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Rewind Theater for the Michael trailer for GTA 5. I'm Greg Miller alongside Mr. Xbox himself, Ryan McCaffrey.
Hello, Gregory.
Hey, how are you, buddy?
I'm good. Let's take a trip to sunny Los Santos.
Oh, I like it. I like it already. Good stuff. Of course, today, Ryan, 3 of these trailers debuted, 1 for each character. We're going to go through and rewind each of them. So if you're only seeing
There's
one of these,
a lot
ladies and
to
gentlemen,
dig into in these trailers as well.
So this is the Michael trailer, and the first and foremost thing, we have a little bit of Queen playing in the background, and we'll be quiet.
You bet.
There it is. Freddie Mercury. The docile tones. That's Radio Gaga from Queen, so there you go. The interesting thing about all these trailers, Ryan, at least for me, is that they're all about story, right? Who these characters are. And we open right here with the therapist, you know, what do you want, Michael? And now for the record, somebody on Twitter pointed out that this therapist, he thinks sounds like Nolan North. I don't agree, but there in the beginning he sounds a little bit like it, but then there's a section right up here around the 44-second mark.
Plainly addicted to chaos.
That does sound like Nolan a little bit, but in the end it doesn't. Anyways, jury's out of Nolan. But the more important thing, that we're talking about who Michael is in this character. We're seeing his family, but, you know, Michael has this telling quote right here, I want something that isn't this.
Nicely done, Greg.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost a little Tony Soprano-ish, isn't it?
Right.
Where he's
he's
like he's a mobster at the top of his game, but he's got everything, but nothing makes him happy.
Exactly. Michael's story, if you didn't know, of course, he was a thug like everybody else in GTA. He begged, borrowed, stole, worked his way up, got into this somewhat, what we've been told is light witness protection. And so now he lives a sweet life with unlimited money pretty much with his family, and it's terrible. He doesn't like it. I know, right? I feel so bad for him. First thing we get here is a glance at his son, Jimmy. I will jump ahead to the 25-second-ish mark. Here's some more Jimmy. I have put out a 93% guarantee that this is Danny Tamborelli from Pete. He sounds just like him when you listen to the real trailer. And when you look at him, that's Little Pete.
And, you know, we missed, too, he was playing what looked like almost a hybrid Xbox 360 Wii U online.
The next generation of gaming is here in Los Santos, and it does not look like
fun.
fun.
Look at that headset, and then look at that giant gamepad.
Right? Rockstar doesn't know anything about video games. It's kind of embarrassing. You go a little bit further, you see his daughter here. She's been talked about before in trailers. She's the one screaming out that Jimmy called her a bitch in the beginning. Here she is out partying. Her friend, if you look over in your lower right corner, passing the joint.
Yeah, and we're out here on the Los Santos equivalent of the Santa Monica Pier.
Right. They're out there partying, living the good life, right? Like that, and this is what we've been talking about. And there's his wife
like
right
Meadow,
here.
Meadow Soprano.
Exactly. His beautiful trophy wife. She'll come up a little bit later.
MILF.
Yeah. If we look over here, you'll see this in another trailer too. But we have these terribly cheesy portraits of the family. There's the wife herself right in the background. But Michael fights his daughter, kicks her out, and then he's going to kick back. Watch a gangster film, maybe L.A. Noire.
It's entirely possible, and
Something
I think that would be totally awesome.
I would love that. Wouldn't that if they had Cole Phelps pop up just for a second? One of the things we could watch. But here we actually have him and his son racing here. I'm assuming they're on some kind of mission. In a few of the trailers here, we see Michael and Jimmy making their way around. It seems like in the other ones,
Jimmy's with him a lot too. If you look, you're going to see in all 3 trailers. If you watch our breakdowns of all 3, Jimmy's around a lot.
Oh, like I said on the live stream, if you got Danny Tamborelli, you're going to use the hell out of that guy. Speaking of getting used. Looks like Michael's wife might be cheating on him. We've guessed this is the pool boy.
Pool boy.
But I thought it was kind of interesting that they started this on when we rewound these and I was looking through notes, right, that they start with the tennis. Maybe he's the tennis instructor. Maybe that's
entirely possible.
Maybe I'm just reading too much in it. But you see Michael chasing a man in his underwear out of his wife's room while she is in a towel. There's a great stuff.
Maybe they've had a romp after their sweaty shower match. Tennis match.
Sweaty shower match.
Sweaty shower match. That's a different game.
You were trying to read the band there.
Yeah, it's some sort of
German
play on words because it's
Deuterbox.
Zax is that second word, but it's like Boider sax or something. I'm sure it means balls in German
ball
somehow.
It means, but all the same, there you go. He jumps over, it goes away.
Like it's not the first time that Rockstar has used German words to comedic effect.
Pissoweisen.
Or Grupa Zex is the name of the name of the armored van company.
Now, like we were saying, Michael's living in the Vinewood Hills, the Hollywood Hills area, a very nice area. And if you look up here, a great view.
Look at that.
Look at how good that game is.
Look at the scale and the scope of this game.
Yeah, we talk about it. When I went and saw the game in New York City, they kept telling us you'll go from the sky to the top of mountains to the bottom of the ocean. That's kind of the scope here. That it's 5 Red Deads in terms of map-wise?
5 Red Dead Redemptions in 1 Los Santos.
Wow.
Yes, or not 1 San Andreas. I should clarify. San Andreas being the new game, not the game formerly currently still known as San Andreas.
I enjoy right here, too, on the left part of your screen there, the Griswold car.
That's right.
Whatever.
Wood panel station wagon.
So then we have more of the trailer. Again, Michael, crybaby. My life's just so rough. Breaking through. Somebody, again, on the live stream asked us if we thought this meant there'd be destructible environments. The fact that this truck gets knocked over, it seems too cutscene.
Probably pretty scripted
Yeah,
in this
that's
case.
just there,
yeah.
I think, is that we cut away, and then Michael gets to going. Of course, Ryan, if people didn't know, for GTA, there's 3 playable characters. That's why there's 3 trailers tonight.
Yes.
But it's all about leading up to these heist missions where you're collecting things to then go on the bigger heist.
So you pointed out on our live stream, Greg, that the guy that Michael is pummeling here, is that the pool boy? Looks kind of similar.
He's got a similar face,
and it looks like it might be his wife and
Exactly.
son there also in the scene.
Exactly, yeah. Like maybe that's one of the places Jimmy and Michael are rushing off to come fight the cheating wife's boyfriend or tennis instructor. He's got he's not wearing shoes. So he's one of these hippy dippy types. I don't know if I feel like that, but I'll leave it up to you, ladies and gentlemen, if you think this man. See, you can't. The problem is
Look at the hair.
Exactly, we're looking head on at the hair. It doesn't look like it's got the same flip as it does over here. Because over here we've got the full-on like pompadour thing going on. See, like that. He's got like that faux hawk.
You know, it could go either way.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll have to wait till the game comes out. Looks like he's throwing a menu at him. Maybe.
Or a laptop.
Or a giant iPad.
I think it might be a laptop.
Okay. Still, Michael's not happy. I wouldn't be happy either. He's let him drink, and then here you go, golf. You want to shut up about this on the live stream?
Yeah, why not? Hey, like remember, in Vice City, you could drive around in the golf cart and bump into people. Couldn't actually really hit them because you couldn't go fast enough, or couldn't kill them because you couldn't go fast enough. But
well, it's one of those things where we've talked about it from New York. Rockstar made a point to say that they've pared down the number of mini games in here and really focused on making those as good as it can be.
Yeah.
So
we know tennis is in there.
Tennis is in there. Golf is in there.
Yep.
And these are like fully on, fleshed out, great mechanics. At least that's what they're saying. We haven't played them or done them ourselves.
By the way, look at the vista here as well.
Another beautiful one, Ryan.
Is that an observatory at the top of that hill?
Looks like it. I hope we can go up there. I bet you can.
And see space.
Space.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
Here he is. This was another thing on live stream. I made you stop 20 times.
Yes, 10 slices of bacon, triple cheese melt.
Looks like a Burger Shot reference. As always.
Burger Shot, or again, we've seen in the other trailers. I didn't see it in any of these 3 new ones.
Right.
Up and Atom, ATOM, the sort of reference
The
to In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
for
big out here.
For you West Coast
Or
folks.
East Coast. Never West Coast.
What coast is this?
I don't know. I'm so confused. I'm bad with directions. Also, I was looking around. You think this is Jimmy's room?
I'd say there's well,
he's got all these magazines stacked up. He's got this really nice.
Pretty good chance.
I mean, look over there on the left. Is that our first look at the next Xbox right there? Is that what Jimmy's playing? He's got that all set up over there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. It's very
the White Tower.
It's like a 360 who's let itself go.
But the weird, sound system, this barbecue thing over on the wall, like we already know Jimmy has from when we first saw him all the way back here. Jimmy's got a bunch of posters on his wall for bands and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Is there anything that can link them together is the question.
Well, he's got a computer over there.
Yeah. He's got definitely
tough
got
to
nice
say.
things
But
there.
he's looking. I mean, the TV is off, to the right of the screen there. So
Right.
maybe that is what he's looking at.
And then Michael comes in, tries to get his attention, smashes his burger video game. Get your burger video game out of here. Here's a bank robbery, like
Heist.
Yeah. See, now it looks too small, though, right? That's one of the things I want to point out that we've talked about as we break into the Vangelagio. The whole point of the game is these several heists throughout it that you're building up to, and these are big, huge moments, similar to 3-Leaf Clover in Grand Theft Auto 4. So this one looks small enough that, the missions we've seen in the past, they still are really cool missions, but they aren't as big as the heist. Speaking
Now you
of
can
which,
tell us about this scene, Greg, from having seen the game in motion previously.
Exactly. Like right here, this looks like it would be a heist maybe, but this is actually a mission leading up to one of the heists. So we got to see this when we were in New York months ago. And what has happened is this is I always forget it. It's not the FBI for them. I think it's FIB or something along those lines.
Something like that.
Their government agency is here interrogating somebody. Michael, Trevor, and Franklin need him. So this was how they just demonstrated how every different works. So right now outside, Trevor's in a helicopter lowering Michael down on a rope. He rappels down the side of the window, breaks in here. We take control. And can shoot these guys. And then when it gets to be a little too much, you're forced out to be Franklin, who's outside across the way, similar to what they're showing there,
with a sniper rifle.
I'm trying to see if we Be interesting if you'd see Franklin at all in the back there on that building, but it does not look like you can. But if you look over to your left, maybe on the top of that gun barrel, that would be the building Franklin's on, and he's got a shot then, and he could take it and kind of take people out. Similar to what we see here. Franklin would shoot something like that, then Michael would get pulled out by Trevor, you'd fly away, you'd get decide if you want to shoot or whatever. Now here's another good one. We're chasing down this jet that says Hurler on the side. You liked that. That's funny. And as the jet comes down, you see it blows over. The jet engines blows over 2 police cars right there.
Aston Martin equivalent there.
And we were wondering
DB5?
when we first saw it who was driving the car, because Franklin is a car expert, but as you can see there, it looks like it's Michael.
Michael Knight. Not Michael Knight.
And there's the therapist who doesn't sound like Nolan North at that point, quitting. A little Radio Gaga by Queen to play us out. Woo!
As every game should.
Give it to me. How was this trailer?
It's a good trailer. It's a good trailer. There's a lot to see, a lot to do. It's just the depth of this game. Every time Rockstar puts out some sort of new media, even screenshots, usually have some sort of clue in them.
Something tucked away inside.
Yeah, and I just cannot wait to dig into this game. I mean, it's my only fear is that it's too big and that I'll never see all of it.
Yeah.
I've got a kid at home, Greg. I don't have as much time to play games anymore.
That's a good problem to have, though.
It is
game
a good
to rule the
problem
rest
to
of your
have,
life.
yes.
A Fallout 3, if you will.
I think this game alone might keep me busy until the new consoles come out. Which, by the way, this is not coming out for. at least as of now. It's
as far as we know.
360 and PS3 only. No PC version announced. Much to the chagrin of
Charles,
a lot of folks we know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what did you think of this trailer? Let us know what we missed in the comments below, along with your thoughts on it. And until then, keep it on IGN for everything Grand Theft Auto.
Yay.
And Radio Gaga. Be on.